everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone. Gnarlo, good boy. When last we left off, we were here talking to Candleth at Candleth's camp in the Tal Ruinen. We had followed Amarthiel's forces all the way past through the North Downs and then through the Lone Lands, past Weathertop and the last bridge, and they said they were headed in this direction. So Candleth was going to ponder on the matter about where and what they might be looking for in their search for Narchuil, the lesser ring that belonged to Amarthiel. In the meantime, she sent us out here in Chapter 6, a cheerless land. We need to go out and defeat 6 Angmarum scouts and 3 Angmarum searchers. So that is what we are going to do now. Let's see what time of day it is. Getting into the afternoon, not too bad. We shouldn't have to go too far. There are a number of camps, ruins that the Angmarum are examining here and searching. One should be just about in this direction. I seem to remember one being right around in here somewhere. Maybe down this way a little bit. There we go, straight ahead of us. Hopefully we'll find a scout and a searcher over here. Yep, there's a scout. And that looks like a searcher. All right. Off to a good start already. We are going to cloak up. I don't know if they're going to attack us both at the same time, but it's nice to have blue level characters for a change. Let's see, let's find weakness. Let's cast a diversion upon them, and then we'll go in and backstab them. Devastated, minus 739. They should go down pretty quick. Boy, we're getting a lot of criticals on them too, aren't we? There we go. We've taken down 1 scout. We have a searcher over here. We will do the same thing to them. Take a moment or so for our hit points to build back up. Find their weakness. Distract them. And then go in with blades of flashing. It's been quite a while since I've actually seen my power bar go down. Usually don't have too many things and too many fights to actually have that be an issue. Or else I just don't pay it very much attention either. I mean, you notice it doesn't go down very far. Getting a few more criticals on them, so there they go. Alright, 1 searcher's down, 1 of the 6 scouts are down. Boy, that one's already respawned, so it looks like I know what we're going to be doing here, just pretty much popping back and forth between them at this rate. There are several other camps of them about, but I mean, seriously, if they're respawning this quickly, that's not going to be an issue. 2 scouts. Okay. He may be a little longer. Let's see if we can find another place. Whoa. Okay. That was almost a death. Don't think we would have pulled that one off too well. There should be more places like that about, where we can find some more Angmarum, just to keep it from being a little bit samey there. Let's try the top of this hill and see what we see. Take a look out across the valley here. And it's not very promising. I know that bridge over there, you see the fallen log, the bridge, I think it leads to a area of trolls, wood trolls, if I remember correctly. They wouldn't be very welcoming to us. Now, whether or not they would be of a level that could do us much harm at this point, I wouldn't know. Let's see if we can head on down into the valley, or perhaps over this way, and see if we can find something. So I'd like to show more than just that one, do more than just that one thing over and over again there, no matter how quickly they respawn. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely think that that is the wood troll hideout over here, the wood troll forest. Yep, there we go. Young wood troll warrior. So that just takes you further into where the wood trolls live. Not exactly what we are looking for. See if we can find anything over this way. For all I know, this may be the back entrance to the wood trolls. I once had to escape. I was in a bad way. Had wandered up this way with my guardian, my dwarf guardian, and he was a little too low. I could well have been working on this very quest, as a matter of fact, but I don't think so. What happened was I got attacked by a good number of the trolls and ended up leaping into the chasm to my death. Because back in those days, gold and all was a little hard to come by. It wasn't raining from the sky in Hobbit presents like it does now. So it was a situation where if you got killed in combat, your armor got damaged. And it cost as far as, there we go, there's some more. Knew we would find another home for them. Basically, this entire area is kind of loaded with, where am I at? Way down in here. Pretty much all the Bruennan gorges here are loaded with these various ruins that you can find these scouts and all about in. I'm going to come over this way and grab this scout whenever he's making the leg over here, away from the other two, to keep him from wandering in whenever I'm fighting them. Then I might have to come back over here and get him a second time between the two, but we will see. Let's see if I can, there we go, lock in on him. Come on, there we are. Once he gets in range, we'll find weakness. But yeah, so it was actually, you used a bit of a mechanic there, that it was actually cheaper to leap to your death and commit suicide than to continue into the fight and take the damage on your armor. Because the damage on the armor would actually cost a bunch of gold, that are a bunch of silver, several hundred silver, that I really couldn't afford to spend. Whereas diving off into the chasm only cost me my time and my dignity. Okay. As soon as this finishes, there we go. We'll get loaded up here again. Let's cast weakness and diversion. Stabby, stabby. Alright, you see what we're going to be up to? It's basically rinse and repeat. And with this one, we may just stay here. We don't have too many more to kill. And with the fact that we've got 2 scouts wandering around, completed an unpleasant surprise. I wonder what that was. New deed, class deeds tier 8. We'll have to look into that. We got quite a few things over here that once we get this fight done, we will check out, and I will let you know. But that's what we're going to continue doing, so I will let you know, rejoin you whenever we are closer to completing it. I did get jumped by him. That other scout respawned, and I ended up getting jumped. So I have had to use a healing potion here, and then I had to use my Hobbit Silence. And then I had to use the free revive you get to bring me back into the battle. Somehow or other, I still had that up. I've taken some damage, as you see there. We're going to use the evade to keep him from hitting us quite so often. Alright, he should go down here in just a moment. Wow, tough fight. Alrighty, 2 searchers down. Woo! We're going to take out this scout when he comes back around here again. And whenever I get that searcher after he respawns, I will pull him over here. Away from the center. Because this guy just comes in and he starts shooting you with a bow, and even light blue, I'm a little too squishy. Can't take on 2 at once. Big hit. Not quite as big as I was hoping. Alright, as I've said, my strategy for this is going to be pull them out of the route of the Wanderer. Okay. Alright, let's get him over here. Get him over here where the other guy is not going to be an issue for me. You want me, you're going to have to come and get me, friend. Come on. Where'd you go? Don't friggin' tell me you ran back over yonder. Ah, crap. Let us hope the other guy doesn't respawn here. Or if he does this way, at least we'll see him coming. Alright, that's all 6 of the scouts. I'm going to move over here. Heal up. Yep, the other scout just respawned. You see him walking there, so I'm going to get the searcher. There we go. Let's pull him out over here where the scout won't join in. And we can take him out. Easy peasy at this point. Just wish we had thought about that to begin with. No, but what can you say? You can't think of everything. I've only got the fate of Middle Earth on my shoulders. Beating up the occasional Langmarum. It's kind of a trivial matter whenever you consider that. Oh great, now the buck is angry at us too. Die. Die now. You don't know what kind of world of hurt you just wandered into. Collect venison from the elk of Tai Bruinen. Yeah, but how many? No thank you. Right, we have finished this chapter, or this particular quest in this chapter. So at this point, we are going to head back on over here, back to the camp of Candleath. Way down here. and we will see you when we arrive. Assuming we don't fall off one of these cliffs and kill ourselves. Cresting the hill, coming back into Candeleth's camp here in the ruins. The Echad Candeleth. We will ride on up to her, but before we actually talk to her, I am going to take a look at what these various notices that popped up over here were. First, we got the turbine points. Alright. Looks like I got to do house upkeep. Deed completed, an unpleasant surprise. Those who strike first will often see more successes, and you like the odds. So we use surprise strike skill 200 times. Fantastic. Alright, and what deed did it bestow on us? Class deeds tier 8, 1 of 3. So we've done an unpleasant surprise. We need to do insult to injury and complete on the move. So I'll have to look up and see what those were. Those are obviously using 2 more of our skills down here. Probably about 200 times a piece. And we'll get a class trait if we do that. Fantastic. Okay. So let us talk to Candeleth. Let her know that we have completed her little quest to kill some Angmarum.
What can I do for you?
You have done your part, but I must confess that my list of possible hiding places for the ring Narchuil is very short. I would tell you of them and let you judge for yourself if they seem reasonable to you. Alright, we're going to get some Athelas, of course, and some Celebrants, of course. What do we get? The Stalker. Level 50, Agility, Vitality, Fate, Morale, and Power. That one ain't bad. I like it. Candeleth's Blade. 37.1 DPS, plus 5 damage to men. That one's pretty good. And Candeleth's Shield, which we can't use anyway. I think we're going to go with the Stalker here. Let's see if we got enough space to actually do it. We do not. So we're going to do a little inventory management, and we'll be right back. And we are back for round 2. Let's see if we can choose the Stalker this time.
Stay, man.
Yes, we can. Ooh, and we have leveled up, level 55. Awesome. We got the tree. Everything's just going to keep getting easier and easier for a while, isn't it? Alright, Chapter 7, An Unsavory Air. Certain places within the woods and crags of Tal Bruinen have an unsavory air. The few travelers that pass by them often report an unsettled feeling, a troubling disquiet. This in itself is not unusual, for the land remembers many things that we have forgotten, and makes such memories known to us, though we recognize them not. But to learn that such a relic of evil as the ring by which the champion of Angmar knew her greatest strength could lie hidden within these woods, it would explain much. Look to the southeast. Do you see the stonework within that narrow pass through the rocks? Okay, sure. Talking about this one right here, maybe? Alright, sure. That place is called Delisad, and it is a ruin of which I know little. Of elven make it is, but the air is heavy all about it. Look for Muldir by the narrow pass to Delisad, and he would tell you if he's seen anything of note. The other site I have in mind is Erin Singor, a den of the wood trolls in the northwest Tal Bruinen. There you go, we just saw the wood trolls. The creatures grow from saplings in that wooded and watery grove, and it is therefore rarely troubled by outsiders. Might Narchuil lie within the reedy beds, or buried in the mud of Erin Singor, or in the depths of Terrakir beneath it. One of my scouts, Laventhyr, has studied the ways of the wood trolls. Look for him outside the entrance to Erin Singor. When Muldir and Laventhyr have given you what aid they can, return to me with Narchuil or with any information about its location you have learned, and we can decide our next course. Alright, so next up we will do Chapter 7, An Unsavory Air. Looks like the sun is starting to go down. I don't want to be out in the woods fighting wood trolls. while night is coming upon us, it's not the best time to be out and about in the troll shaws. So we will call that an episode, and we will see you next time. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we will see you then. Bye-bye.